excited with that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really think anybody minds the time, as long as we're out here playing still is kind of the big deal. I enjoy playing day games here too. It's kind of one of those things that there's nothing like playing under the lights, but I really enjoy playing during the day. So, and I know these guys do too. So,
just going back to you started second the last 2 times. I guess when did you kind of find out? How long did it kind of take you? Either kind of ease into it, or did you have to do anything different going into it?
No, I actually didn't know until I looked at the lineup that day. So I always bring my infield glove just in case, because I never know when my name's going to get called to go, whether it be second, third, or wherever. So I actually didn't know that I was going to be at second until I looked at the lineup sheet going into BP that day. And nothing's really that different for me. You know, I kind of stick to the same plan, and other than getting fly balls, I'm getting ground balls during BP. So that's pretty much the biggest thing.
I guess that first hop or that first field, did it feel good, or did it kind of take a while for you to kind of get used to it again?
No, it felt fine. You know, it's the biggest thing that kind of helped me is I've been there before, and you know, I played against Texas there last year, against New Mexico a few times at second last season. And you know, my freshman year I played the whole year at third, so ground ball's a ground ball, doesn't matter where it's at.
And then I guess in terms of young players, how have they kind of helped you kind of going into this year? I know you talked a little bit about some of the guys like Josh and kind of Grant. I guess how have they helped, and how have they kind of matured kind of going into it? Because at this point they're kind of not freshmen anymore.
Yeah, for sure. And you know, they've kind of grown up, you know, pretty quick through this season, and you know, I think a lot of people can see that if you really pay attention to our team and just seeing the maturity that you know they've really possessed throughout the year, and especially a guy like Brian Klein who didn't really play most of the year, just kind of sat back and was behind Michael Davis and really just matured not playing. And I think that was really important because he's one of those guys that really pays attention to the game and understands what his role is. So I think things like that with him, and Josh Young, man, he's a special talent. I think everybody pretty much knows that, and he's been mature since the day he stepped on campus, and which is really exciting and impressive on his part. And you know, you said Grant Little. He's that one game he had like 4 doubles. Man, that was impressive. But it's just getting them to the point where they're comfortable, and I think they really got comfortable pretty early, and I think that was really important.
Yeah, win some ball games. You know what I mean? That's what we're trying to do here. It's always been that mindset, but I think right now it's we're here trying to do something bigger than people expect. But I think we're excited. All the guys are excited in the locker room, and we're ready to get going.
During the Big 12 tournament, you had Tanner to kind of work with. What was that like, and was it pretty easy for him to kind of make that transition?
Yeah, he's a very good athlete. You know, he does his things very well. You know, he'll come out and work hard, so it's easy to work with a guy like Tanner. He's been there before. He's done it. So I mean, it wasn't nothing new to me. So I mean, people probably surprised that he played second, but I wasn't. You know, a talent like this and things like that every now and then, and you got to respect it and trust it.
Speaking of that, getting Davis Martin back, how big was that for your all's confidence and just the pitching staff?
Huge, man. I think Davis Martin leads that. You know, he's a big leader in our team, not just the starter, the Friday night guy, but we trust him. We trust his work ethic, and he comes out and shows up all the time. You know, so we're excited to see what he has this week. You know, in the first real week back. You know, last week he kind of felt for it a little bit, but now he's really getting going, and they're going to let him go. So,
I thought y'all spoken about Delaware. What do you kind of expecting from them?
A great team. You know, at this point, any team in a regional is going to be solid. You know, so you can't take any team lightly. You know, we're trying to win the first game, and we'll go from there.